Hello and welcome to another lesson on data or data. Both can be said, but in Ireland we say data. We're going to look at some important data that I use personally every day as a teacher. Oftentimes I will do a form of assessment to see are my students doing well in a certain subject. And let's just say the subject was a maths test. So we were working on maths. And in our test let's just say I have 4 students in my class. Bob, random person, John, we have Mary, and we have Jane. Each person was there for the test and they all got a score. Now our top score was 100. So if we got 100 questions out of 100, we got full marks. Bob got 70, John got 80, Mary got 90, and Jane got 100. Now, in order to represent this data, I can easily separate my data and create a table of data. By drawing my table like so, now I have each person separated with their test score. So we're going to remove this maths test and we're going to say name and score. So that here we have the person's name and the score they got. Now we can look at this data and we can see that it's actually going in order. Jane got 100, Mary got 90, John got 80, and Bob got 70. Another way we can represent this data is by creating a bar chart. So here I have my bar chart and I'm going to color code each person. So I'm going to give Bob a colour of purple, I'm going to give John a colour of orange, a colour of red, and I'm going to give Jane green. I want to now write possible scores that we can get. I'm going to write the top number, which is 100, and I'm going to write halfway, 50. As you can see here, I'm counting in tens so that I speed up the process. As you've seen in other videos where I had to make the number 47, I had to count in twos in order to fit these numbers on the short space that we have. So here we've represented each person with a colour. So we're going to now draw a bar chart to represent them. So now I have Bob here. Let's colour it in. As you can see, by just using a ruler, we've made our data a lot neater and tidier. Okay, we're going to look at Mary's data. And as we can see, Mary's data is at 90. So she got a score of 90 out of 100. So she did very well. And so did Bob and John. Everyone did very well. I'm going to line up my ruler and I'm going to draw a red line till I reach my ruler. And I'm going to do the same on this side. I will then line up my ruler perfectly with 90. I'm going to draw a straight line and now I'm going to colour in. As you can see, Mary has 90 out of 100. And this is represented very nicely on our bar graph. Now we come to Jane, and Jane got 100 out of 100. So she got full marks. Let's bring up our line all the way up to the ruler. And we're going to stop there and let's continue another line all the way up to our ruler. I'm going to bring down our ruler, line it up nice and neatly. So I'm going to look at where the 100 mark is. I'm going to line it up nice and neatly, and now I'm going to draw a line. And now I'm going to colour in. As you can see, we've represented our table data as a bar graph. Now when we use this graph, it can tell us a lot of things and a lot of cool facts. By asking questions such as what is the largest score, we can simply draw our line across, if we didn't know, and figure out that our largest score is 100. If we wanted to find out our lowest score, we could simply do the same with our 70. And as you can see, our graph tells us that 70 is our lowest score. Some more information we can find out. We can take the largest score, which is Jane's score, okay, and we can take away Bob's score from it to find out how far away Bob is from Jane. So we're going to say 100, take away 70, and our answer is 30. So between this mark, this area here, this area is 30. So Bob needs to get 30 more marks in order to get to where Jane is. We call this the range, and this tells us how far away our lowest score is from our highest score. By asking simple questions, we can find out so many more different facts about these people. We can say how many people got a score below 100. 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 people who got a score below 100. There are many other ways we could have represented this data. We could have represented it on a tally board. We could have also represented it on a plot graph. But today we chose to represent it on a bar graph. This can be done with any type of data. And data, even though it has been represented on a new type of graph, it does not change the values. Bob still has 70, John still has 80, Mary still has 90, and Jane still has 100.